Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Damon with Headstrong Hats. I was getting ready to work on the piping accent that I use on the inside and outside of the brim of this hat, and I figured I would push pause on real quick before I go any further, and I can maybe help you guys on adding a little bit of accent to your hats. When you go to the store, and I don't know if you actually use this or not, but I don't like the way that the hat has two bare ends showing right there. You, by adding this little bit of extra piping in there, it kind of takes up that space and kind of conceals that raw edge. Plus, it also adds some accent color to whatever project you're working on. For instance, I was trying to debate whether or not I wanted to go with this yellow. It's hard to tell through the camera, but it's just a little bit off. And this green is more of a John Deere green, which would go with this John Deere project that I'm working on. So this is what I chose to use. Now, when making this from scratch, I just Googled how to make bias tape and found a plethora of videos on how to make it from scratch. And what I actually used was a 99-cent fat quarter that I got from Walmart. This is an 18 by 21 inch piece of fabric that cost like $1, so it's very cheap. And then I used some string that I got from Agricultural Supply here in Raleigh. It's called Agri Supply. It's really cheap. I'm sure that they make a special twine that they actually use on the inside of this pre-made stuff, but this was very affordable. I think it was probably $10 for 500 feet. I'm not sure. It was a whole lot of twine for a little bit of money. So I thought that, plus it's thick. It's thick. It's got a good texture to it, and I think that it will really work well on the inside of there. So instead of spending $2 on a pack of this bias tape or maxi piping, in this case, I guess they call it piping once it has the string on the inside. So yeah, I paid 99 cents for a piece of fabric, and I've got a ton of string that I'm going to use, and that's the direction that I want to go with this hat, is to just choose my own color scheme, because a lot of these prepackaged ones like this, you're going to have a hard time finding an exact color to go with the color scheme of your hat. So by going to finding some fabric, and it doesn't have to necessarily be a fat quarter. You can buy a yard or a half a yard of whatever kind of fabric that goes along with what you're working on. Maybe something that has a print, but just Google. Matter of fact, I'll link the video that I followed in the description below of how to make this piping. But this 99-cent fat quarter should make at least 2.5 hats by going around the brim on the outside and the brim on the outside and around the crown on the inside. And that way it gives you more color options to help accent your project. So that's all I have to say about that, and we'll see you next time.